PKA 639 with our guest Wolf.
Like, I don't know.
Totally.
Women shit out those babies for some goddamn reason. And I can't. If it was dependent on me to poop out a baby,
That's not where babies come from. I thought you should know.
are you sure?
Do we have to have a show on that?
Have you ever seen a baby come out of a vagina?
Yeah.
Not in real life.
Yeah.
Not you. I'm talking to Woody. He's the one who makes the point that I don't know where babies come from. Have you ever seen a
On
baby
YouTube?
with your own eyes?
That's fake news.
So you're telling me you've seen? You know what I saw on YouTube? I saw aliens. I saw Bigfoot.
Wait. I have seen a baby come. It just wasn't human.
Oh, well, those come out of vaginas.
Okay.
Well, in that case,
Animals come out of vaginas. Only see, that was God's covenant with Abraham. So he said, henceforth, you'll circumcise yourselves, and your women thereby will be cursed with the blood, as Eve was, and also have to doo-doo out their babies. He said that.
Well, I don't know enough about the
that-
Bible to argue, but it sounds like a Bible verse.
It's true.
It's Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
Oh, I like that joke. I wish it was mine.
Jesus.
Oh,
But yeah,
fun times.
that ending was quite interesting on the show. But I love the show still.
okay.
I'm giving
I like
it
the
thumbs
lie.
up.
I love the lie. I like that he stuck with the lie. I like the whole thing. And I think season 2 is going to suck because I know vaguely what happens, and everybody's going to shit the entire. It's going to ruin the show. I think when the thing happens, I think
they might change it.
I'm curious about
either
that.
way you lose
Walking
half your
Dead.
audience. Either way you piss off
Are you
half your
talking
audience.
about Last of Us?
Yeah.
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 They
There's
changed
something
The Walking
coming in the
Dead.
next
So
season?
you
Main
should read the
character's supposed to die.
comics.
Main character's going to
okay.
die. So,
No spoilers.
He didn't say
spoilers.
which,
mean,
but
well, I didn't say which, and there's lots.
I mean, if it's Joel, I'm not going to watch anymore.
So someone's going to die, and you're going to lose half of your audience if they do die, and you're going to lose the other half if they don't die.
I'm being serious. If Joel dies, I'm done. I don't give a shit about watching Ellie traipse about
I
the
agree.
wilderness of no threats.
I agree 100%. There was a time. There's been several shows that's like that. When they lose a guy, I'm out. It's like I felt like that about Walking
When Glenn
Dead.
died.
No,
Glenn died
I
out
want to
there.
see Glenn avenged. So I stuck around for another season after that.
never was.
At least when Carl died, and then when I heard that Rick
I didn't get that
was
far.
like off the show, I just didn't want to continue with that show anymore. I haven't. gone
Rick
back to
and
that.
Michonne.
Yeah, I was a religious viewer of that show. I would go to viewing parties at bars and stuff.
Yeah.
Like my girlfriend and
Yeah.
her friends were obsessed with it. Like I'm
Loved it.
a little bit of an expert about the first couple seasons and the production and Frank Darabont's input and like the actors and why some people were like, kill me off if you're gonna like do this and that. Like, but then that show just really turned into this weird soap opera where they were trying to make so many episodes. I often complain now because modern TV is these 6 episodes, 9 episodes, 10 episodes,
Yeah, they
which can
took
be
on-
perfect if you're telling a short story.
Yeah.
But if you're telling a big thing, then like, come on, it's TV. Expand. That's what we do here.
They took on the BBC concept because that's how BBC does their episodes. Is the short seasons, right? That's what the Americans did.
They do like series.
It's
they're-
like Luther was like 6 episodes a season and stuff.
I haven't watched Luther yet. I know the movies. I'm gonna pick that.
Watch
up
the
soon.
TV series.
I
bro.
love
It's
Idris
so good.
Elba. I love Idris Elba. I've
Yeah.
seen him like speak publicly. I like his attitude.
Dope
I've
guy.
enjoyed him in everything. Go back to fucking The Office when he shows up in The Office. Is that weird character? I like him a lot. I loved him in the Christopher Nolan movie
Batman.
recently. yeah, he was Batman.
Christopher Nolan, I pulled from the
I'm
old
talking about Prometheus.
slipping that hat. I didn't know he made that one.
No,
The
one-
Aliens movie?
Tenet. T-E-N-E-T.
Oh, Tenet. That wasn't him.
That's not
him.
Idris Elba. No,
No,
it's
that's
not. That's
Denzel
Denzel's son.
Denzel
That's
Washington's
Denzel's
son.
Yeah, you're right. What
Who
was his name
should
that
be
I
the
like?
next Black Panther?
Oh, I don't like the Black Panther.
The next Black Panther? Why don't
He
they
should
just
be
made like
T'Challa.
2 movies, right?
No, the last one was shite.
Oh, I was just being like, I thought usually
was
they
bad,
had a
you
little more of a shelf life than 2 films before they swap people out.
No,
Well, he
2,
died,
3 is
the
kinda
actor
normal.
died in RL.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chadwick Boseman,
Chadwick
the Black
died
Panther. Yeah, he
suddenly.
died.
he played
He had cancer.
Black. Okay,
Yeah.
well then
And he was
okay, that makes
beautiful.
sense.
I cried at the end of that movie because I was so proud. I know. It's a
So
long
proud
story.
of Black
Chadwick
Panther.
Boseman.
Oh yeah, because it's the first like legit. Other than Blade, it was the first like legit superhero black guy movie that I got to experience in my life, and I cried at the end of it. One of my friends is his name is Ken Lashley. He draws for DC and Marvel, and it's like you'll see his name in the credits. Like we're huge Black Panther fans. I could get into it for hours, but the whole not recasting thing was bullshit.
You don't
Have
get
you
down
seen
with
What If on
Yes.
Disney Plus?
Yes.
All right. I was gonna recommend the one where Black Panther was what's this?
Well, he became
Pratt guy.
Lord
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Yeah. I like that episode a lot. I thought you might like it. Maybe not.
Yeah, I loved it. Chadwick was amazing, but
Yeah.
them not recasting was a stupid thing. And
I
I
think
get
I'm
the
just done with
respect they had, but
I think I'm just done with Marvel. I think I'm kind of checked out because like they've lost all the big name actors that had gravitas and could actually make a movie that you wanted to see. And I feel like at this point, most Marvel people are only watching because they don't want to lose their place in the book. It's like the teacher's reading at the front of the class, pay attention or you won't know where the story is when you go to watch the next Thor movie.
They lost me when they made Thor a joke.
Oh, that was disgusting. That's
I read Thor comics forever. Like
so
he's the
lame.
reason why I love Shakespeare.
I see.
And he's a hardcore guy in the comics. Now he's a friggin' comic joke, like a comedic joke.
I loved Thor Ragnarok. I thought it was great, and it had a little comedy in it. And it was
comedy was okay.
A little comedy was great. I thought. I really, really liked it. And then they did. What was the last Thor called?
Love and
crap. and anyway, they were like, "Oh, do people think jokes are good? Oh, we got jokes." And the whole movie just got ruined.
It's that Tiki guy who directed it, right?
Yeah, Kiki or whatever.
He made it into a complete joke, and I was completely upset. And you got Zeus, and he looks like a clown, and he's got the female Thor, which is
they're all over the place.
A little salt is good in your food. A lot of salt.
Oh, what do you think about that fucking chariot of goats that scream?
The screaming goats was kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
That's the worst part. You know that every test audience laughed at it, but it was a dirty laugh. I didn't want to laugh at that. It's like I don't want. Did I unplug my mic?
No, I hear you.
You're good. We hear you.
Like I don't want that in this movie. Like that should be some outtake at the end, some additional scenes, some bonus footage or some shit.
It should be.
It was a complete waste of Christian Bale's talent.
Oh, big time. He's
need to be in that movie.
He's a top tier A-list actor. He's one of the top. He's one of the best leading men, and you've got him here to play a villain. Yeah. And you even gave him kind of like some good motivation,
some wicked powers he had.
But it just didn't work out. I didn't care. It was a joke of a movie. I don't think I finished it. I think I turned it off at the end. Like something toward the end got. I didn't see the final showdown. Like I turned it off before that. Natalie Portman was like annoying me or something, and there was this big CGI fight with monsters where they were stealing children. And around then, I just turned that shit off. And no, I think I'm done with Marvel in general. And DC doesn't look like it's on. I know James Gunn is like leading. Gunn. He's rebooting the DC universe again.
Stupid move. Like, what's wrong with these people? First, they screw up friggin' Black Adam, and then now they're going to stop and redo everything. I'm not watching any more origin stories.
I'm not a
done.
I'm not a rock hater, but he was the wrong guy for Black Adam. If Black Adam is a silent, angry guy that scowls all the time, and then they take the most charismatic, smiling actor I can think of in Dwayne Johnson and cast him there, it doesn't fit.
He can act. If you give him a good script, he can do it.
He didn't do it.
Give him these action. What was him? He had a movie where his son was like in trouble with drug dealers and stuff. He had to transport stuff in a truck. Like he can act if you give him the chance, but they gave him a garbage action.
I just know him from like Jumanji and stuff.
I need him to smile. He's best.
I've never seen him not playing The Rock.
Yeah.
In the movie,
he plays The Rock in lots of different costumes, but he's always playing The Rock.
He needs to keep smiling and being charming. Like Woody's so right. Like I like him a lot. He's such a likable guy.
Agreed.
But
I like him a lot.
So don't make him the heel. Like
I liked him in Ballers. Have you seen that? the TV show?
I'm
Ballers,
aware of it.
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
Very good show. But and that's where Denzel Washington's son got discovered on that show. But
he's really
The Rock
good.
is always playing The Rock. I totally agree with that.
Did you guys see the Chris Rock special yet?
Yeah.
I did
All right.
not.
I avoided it.
So here's what I
No,
did
it's
actually,
stingy.
Woody. I saw the clips where he talks about Will Smith, went for the jugular, cut his fucking head off, like no mercy, no fucking salt the fields. He went full bore.
You're allowed to
I'm
get
u-
revenge. I'm down
I'm
with
usually
it.
pretty good at doing that George Costanza thing, where if I get to sit in my living room, I can come up with some awful shit.
Yeah.
To say. I was at a loss. I was like, "You got it all, bro. You hit it."
A
From
year
top to
later.
bottom." The only thing he didn't do was go after the man's children, and that's where he stopped. He stopped just short of hitting his kids. And but I mean, he did
That's
reference
good.
the kid like for the he was like, yeah, you fucking your son's friends. Your son's friend is fucking your wife or whatever. He's like going hard in the paint. So after seeing those shorts on YouTube, the 3 or 4 minutes that takes up in this special, I was like, shit, where is this special? It's on Netflix. So I clicked it. Man, I got like 8 minutes in, and it's
Shitty.
something about like he's still doing that. You know how Chris Rock sounds.
Yeah.
I want to
Like,
stop you there
Mhm.
because that was my point. I like the show 7 out of 10. Chris Rock jokes are fat, so fucking fat. There is nothing but fat on that steak. Like a Chris Rock, it sounds like this. I'll be like, moms always be pushing strollers. Man, moms pushing strollers. I just see stroller pushing moms pushing strollers all the time. Moms be pushing strollers, moms. And I'm like, oh, fuck, he says the same.
He's in love with the sound of his own voice.
And it's like, good gosh, like this guy had 6 jokes that he stretched out for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Because every one
I
of
knew
them
he
is
was
the
gonna be that.
fattest
He's
joke
just-
you've ever heard a
He's
comedian
just
told.
talking so much. There's so much. There's so much going on and not much
Bad
said.
timing.
He said he's speaking a lot and saying very little, and he's just really leaning into that classic Chris Rock like sort of delivery that I loved in his specials a decade or two ago. But now it's like, oh man, you're still doing the exact same thing. Like even Adam Sandler ain't out there singing Hanukkah songs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
talk to your boy. Like he evolved a little. Like come on, do a different thing.
Yeah.
You know who else I don't find funny is Kevin Hart. Like when Kevin Hart does
find
his
him
stand-up
charming.
routines, I find him. I'll chuckle a bit, but there's no belly laugh for me. There's no almost crying. You know what I mean?
I haven't watched much of his
Chappelle-
stand-up.
Dave Chappelle found a way to spit in white people's faces and make them enjoy it. Dave
kinda
Chappelle.
like
Well,
that.
he's
Okay,
he's
I
like
would
he's
Chappelle-
a genuinely very funny guy, which
Dave
is why it's
Chappelle-
easy to laugh because he's
Dave
funny.
Chappelle's a fucking master at that. Like,
Yeah.
he's constantly like shitting on white people the whole time, and I don't mind because it's hilarious and it's
Yeah.
true. Almost everything he's saying is at least mostly true. I love when he talks about living amongst the poor
Yeah,
whites.
Yeah.
I love it.
Kyle, Kyle knows these things.